Welcome back, guys, to F1 2017. It is time for the Malaysian Grand Prix, and I've completed qualifying not a few moments ago, about a day or so ago, because I've not really had much time to record it, I haven't had the time to record it since qualifying. So yeah, we're still here in the Red Bull Racing outfit. Teammate Daniel Ricciardo. Our objective is to beat Daniel Ricciardo and probably be 5th or higher in the championship at the end of it, so possibly can do that. But the only problem is our power unit is, for today's Grand Prix, is buggered. I'm using an old MG UK for today because, well, why not? I'm going to need a new one of those for the next Grand Prix. That should survive. MG UH. Energy Star is alright. A new turbocharger, because the other is buggered, and the control electronics is okay. So, yeah, would you look at the driver's standings before getting into the start of the race? So yeah, we are on top of the championship by 24 points over Lewis Hamilton, going into the Malaysian Grand Prix. Only a few races left. If we can win the championship, that'd be fantastic, because I won't need to do a Season 2 if I win the championship, unless you guys want to see it. But yeah, without any hesitation, let's get down to find out where everybody lines up for the Malaysian Grand Prix. Okay then, here we are, the start of the Grand Prix. We're all lined up on the grid. As you can see, there is a few cars that you can see that are on pole position on the front row anyway, and they're both Ferraris by the looks of things. Lewis Hamilton, I would imagine, he qualified 3rd. That's 5 positions further up than we are in the Mercedes, but then again, he hasn't got car parts that are absolutely broken. Kimi Raikkonen is in 1st position. There's Lewis Hamilton in the car, ready and raring to go. So, here we go.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, and starting alongside him P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, and Hulkenberg, Bottas, and a Red Bull, Kvyat, and Kevin Magnussen, Van Dorn, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, and Ocon, Sainz, Wehrlein, Romain Grosjean, and Jolyon Palmer. Ericsson and Felipe Massa completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay then, so we're here on the grid for the race. Well, this is going to be the race strategy. I'm going to put a few laps worth of fuel in. As you saw, the top 3, Vettel, Raikkonen, and Hamilton, are very good up front, 4 tenths between them, and then 1.4 seconds to teammate Daniel Ricciardo, which might seem like a problem. We've got a one-stop strategy, that should be okay. Hopefully we can move forward. I'm not looking forward to this Grand Prix in any sort of way, but thankfully we got a 24-point lead over Lewis. Let's get the formation lap underway. Rich Mix is unavailable. You're kidding me. Yeah, this is going to be a terrible Grand Prix for us if we keep losing Rich Mix. We can use Lean, but we can't use Rich, so it's all about the start for us, and then, well, watching Bottas coming across the front of us, so yeah. So let me know where you think we will finish in today's Malaysian Grand Prix, guys, and where you think we'll finish in the championship by the season's end in Abu Dhabi. But yeah, let's get down to the start of the Malaysian Grand Prix. Okay, here we are for the start of the Malaysian Grand Prix. We almost had Rich Mix for a second, and we're underway here in Malaysia. We get off to a better start than Nico Hulkenberg. We're in the slipstream of Valtteri Bottas, but okay, they're going like 3 wide behind us. Can we make a dive bomb? Been watching other people play. If we make a dive bomb up the inside of former teammate Perez, make a bit of contact into turn 1. But we're out into 3rd place, which is absolutely fantastic. And Kimi Raikkonen is pulling away at the front of the at the front of the races. We can't use Rich Mix, so that means we're going to be at threat with a heavy car as well. I should have really put other car parts on the car, shouldn't I? Some fresher ones, but we should be able to survive a 14-lap race here in Malaysia, barring me binning it off myself. Okay, then coming down the back straight for the first time of this Grand Prix, and the Ferraris are just bolted. They've got a much better car and, well, a much better, healthier car than me in the Red Bull. And we're trying to pull away from Sergio Perez. Hopefully he can hold the Mercedes back, as we already 2.2 seconds behind Vettel, which is worrying when you think about it, because he's only like 32 points off the lead of the championship. So there is a possibility that Sebastian Vettel can get back into this championship fight, and it's looking more and more likely that he will be in the championship fight. And is that Bottas ahead of Lewis? I hope so, because that's going to help us out in the championship, even if we can hold on to a third place finish, that is, as we're trying to break the DRS zone, or the gap on former teammate Sergio Perez. But running wide there is not going to help at all. He's definitely fighting with the Mercedes. Are we going to get Rich Mix back at any point this Grand Prix? Because we're going to have to start taking grid penalties at some point this season.
Rich Mix is available again, and there is a chance the issue will reoccur.
We've got Rich Mix, which means I'm not going to use it yet, but we have it for if the Mercedes do get... Okay, the Mercedes have got past Perez. Okay, okay, so as we was getting Rich Mix, Perez must have been overtaken by Valtteri, who started in front of us, and he'll be looking on a challenge for us. I'm going to probably save it if we still have it for his pit stop, because I believe we can fight Bottas as long as we defend like crazy down these straights. So I'm at threat of blowing up if I use Rich Mix, and I'm at threat of blowing up if I use Lean. This is going well. Okay. Run very wide through there. Valtteri Bottas is going to be on the back of us. He's trying to go around the outside of us. We give him a little bit of contact. That was a risky move for Valtteri. But Lewis Hamilton has been broken clear now of Sergio Perez. So our former teammate isn't helping us out at all. But what is Bottas going to do down into the final turn? Thankfully nothing. So I'm going to just put it up to Rich Mix for a moment. See if that helps us out in any sort of way. But it's not, because the Mercedes has DRS. And he powers past into the third position as we deep on the brakes into turn one. We didn't make contact with him, but we made him outbrake himself slightly. As Vettel has taken the lead of the Grand Prix. I don't know when that happened. Alright, I'll use Rich Mix for a small bit because the car is a bit heavy as well, so... Okay, coming into the place where Bottas tried to pass us on the previous lap. He's not close enough to make the move there. But if he can wait and play it smart, he might be able to get up the inside at the final turn with DRS. We just about good enough off that final turn there. But the important thing is he's keeping that Lewis Hamilton behind us for the sake of the championship. As Valtteri, is he going to make a move into the final turn? No, he's not. But that would have been a great time for Mercedes to pit Lewis. As I'm running standard revs. Is that our car's smoking already? It is. Our car started smoking on lap 6 of the Grand Prix. Bottas isn't close enough this time out of the final turn to get up the... Well, to go up past us. He got past us momentarily, but it wasn't enough. Hopefully Lewis can hold his... Well, hopefully Lewis can help us out by fighting with his teammate, but we can hold off Bottas. We can hold him off for now. We're almost certainly going to lose that position, though, for when we make our pit stop, if he carries on. Okay, then we're coming to his pit stop now as Valtteri Bottas is closing in with DRS. The Mercedes man, is he going to head for the pit lane with us? Or is he going to leave Lewis Hamilton out on the circuit? Or is Lewis coming with us? It's Hamilton pitting with us. This is good news. This is good news for us. but although he's going to probably beat us out because of how slow we was into the pit lane, I am not good here in Malaysia at all. So come on, guys, get us out ahead of Lulu. You're holding us for him, aren't you? There he is. Lewis Hamilton is gone. I'm putting it up to Rich Mix. Hopefully, yeah. We've been held in the pits for other cars coming in. It was my mistake for probably going too slow.
Pit strategy complete. See these
But I would imagine now that Lewis Hamilton has bolted and he will be away now after the pit stop. So yeah, that's probably a position lost, and that'd be points lost to Lewis in the championship. But I'm running Rich Mix to try and catch him. We might lose out big time in this Grand Prix, because look at the MGUH, 94%, and we're only just completed 8 laps of this Grand Prix. There's no overtaking, there's a yellow flag, there's a car out of the Grand Prix. Please be a safety car. It's Hulkenberg in the Renault. We've got teammate Daniel Ricciardo behind us now. Can we finish in 5th place and ahead of our teammate, who's going to be in a much healthier car than me? Okay, Ricciardo's on the back of us and in DRS range now, our teammate, and that MGUH is not looking good at all. I'm not looking forward to what happens when that gets to like 98%, because it will fail, and it's probably going to fail in this Grand Prix. As we've got smoke coming, well, billowing out of the back of the engine, the Renault power unit. As we're down into the final first turn on lap 10. Ricciardo's right there on the outside. Is he going to be close enough to stay on? No, he's not. He's backed out. I would say, would it help running lean mix? But now his energy store's gone to orange. This is not good. We're 20 odd seconds off the lead of the Grand Prix. The Ferraris have just buggered off.
lean fuel mix is unavailable.
Never mind, I can't use lean mix. It's only a matter of time before Ricciardo can find a way past, and we're not going to be able to defend forever.
Vettel's in 1st place. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
We might have, but yeah, but anyway, yeah, 97%. This is, yeah, I'm gearing up for retirement as Ricciardo goes to the outside. He's not really close enough there. But the thing is, also, the smart thing would be to let Ricciardo go. But considering I want to beat him as a rival as he goes around us, who's that coming out of the pits? It's Alonso again, getting in the way in the McLaren. Can we, well, we're still ahead of our teammate Ricciardo, which is good, but Perez.
Monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
A loss of power? You must be fucking kidding me. We've had a loss of power the entire Grand Prix. Have you seen the MGUK? I mean MGUH? The only thing that's decent on this car is the turbocharger and the flipping fucking gearbox. Because, okay, Alonso, what you doing? That's good. That's good, Fernando. Stay there.
Level of wear on the internal combustion engine. Let's try and keep the revs down. Early up shifts, later down shifts.
Is going to be close enough. We cannot defend from Ricciardo. Oh, yes, we can. Push my mouth. We can defend from Ricciardo. Here comes Sergio Perez, making it 3 wide on us down the back straight. Into the final turn. Perez is still there. We make contact. Oh no, we're still 3 wide.
Power from the engine is down. There's a significant amount of wear on the engine now.
Yes, there is. I know there is. But we've got one more lap to go, so be quiet. I didn't realise we was 3 wide, so that's why I came across to Perez. Up the inside of Sergio like I did at the first lap. And we're back up into P5. We've just made contact with his teammate, though. Okay, so they're side by side. Alonso's got involved in it, but he's a lap down. At some point, any moment now, I think Sebastian Vettel's going to win the Grand Prix.
Lean fuel mix is unavailable.
Oh, great. Lean fuel mix is unavailable. That's exactly what we need when that's been saving us MGUH. It's bleeding typical. Come on, Sergio. Help us out like you did against the Mercedes earlier on. It almost feels like the last lap in Germany on F1 2016 when I was in the Sauber. Sebastian Vettel wins the Malaysian Grand Prix. As we've just got a few corners to go, we've got to survive this straight and hopefully do it better than we did last time. Right, we're a bit further ahead of Perez than we was last time. Okay, Sergio goes to the outside. He does get past us, but we're going to be later on the brakes into the final turn. Going to push the Force India to the outside. We come across the line. Look at this. We're going to finish in P5. P5, are we? Yes, we are. Only just takes P5.
Take care of the car on the way in.
Jesus Christ, that race. I tell you, P5 is the maximum we could salvage out of today's Grand Prix. We got beat by Lewis Hamilton. Not to worry about that. But yeah, we just only held on to that P5 as Maurizio Arrivabene celebrates a Ferrari 1-2 in Malaysia. Vettel ahead of Raikkonen. There he is, Sebastian Vettel cheering. Yes, I won the Malaysian Grand Prix. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting final to these final few races. Ricciardo finished 7th after only just being overtaken by Perez on the second to last lap. There we go, Ferrari are on the top here in Malaysia. Yes, indeed it is. It's Ferrari on the top step once more. And there, well, he's spraying the champagne. Bottas looks happy about it. Yep, there we go. Kimi Raikkonen is Kimi Raikkonen about it all, but yeah, so well, here's the race results before the driver standings. Yep, so Sebastian Vettel gets 15 points over us, whereas Lewis only gets 2, so it's going to be 22 points between me and Lewis, and it's going to be quite a few between us and Sebastian. It's going to be a lot less now. Raikkonen finished 2nd after qualifying on pole. Valtteri Bottas and for Valtteri Bottas ahead of Lewis Hamilton. We finished in P5 after qualifying P8, which is fantastic, but the car was dog shit slow. Perez in 6th, 7th Ricciardo. Kvyat in 8th, and yeah, final point is Felipe Massa from 20th on the grid, and well, Hulkenberg failed to finish. So let's take a look at the driver's standings. So we are ahead of Sebastian Vettel by 17 points now. Okay, so we have a new challenger in the championship, Sebastian Vettel. Can we hold the Ferrari man off in the final few races? I don't know where we're going to next, but we'll find out. And Lewis Hamilton moves down to 3rd. Is 22 points behind. So it's been gained points on me, but he's been leapfrogged by Sebastian, the race winner. Ferrari are now 10 points clear at the top of the Constructors' Championship. Toro Rosso move ahead of Williams. Haas and... well, they're tied with Renault now. And Haas are well off the pace of Force India, but fighting with Renault for the championship. So let's go take a look at what that's done to everything, guys. See if there's going to be any new contract updates. And I will see you guys at the menus. Okay then, here are the the resource points that we got from this weekend. Or from the Grand Prix, we got clean lap, 100%. It took us to have a reduced pace in the car, but we did it. Okay, never mind. So that's a 766 of them, and we won the rivalry. He got the fastest lap, yeah, by quite a ways, but we won the rivalry over Daniel Ricciardo, which has helped us out all over the place. Mercedes don't really want us, to be fair. Williams seem to be happy with us. Yeah, we're doing well. Force India have gone up well, not wanting us in. We've gone up in their level, so the next Grand Prix will be, where is it? Where are we? That's Sepang still, so never mind. So at the end of this championship, well, at the end of this race, we're going to put on a new MG UK, which I'll use for practice. And no, actually, I'll use that one for practice. A new MG UH, yeah, it did blow up. It did blow up. So we were on the new one, new energy store for the next Grand Prix, which we'll have for the actual qualifying and race. And turbocharger's fine, and the control electronics, I will put a new one on for qualifying and the race in the next weekend. So let's see where we are. Okay then, here's the report. We just stayed the same throughout, so we are not gaining or we're not losing. So we like Mercedes, they're staying. We're in Japan for this Grand Prix now, so after the back of three Grand Prix wins and a second place in the last 5 races, we are in the last 4 races, my apologies. No, it was 5. I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix this time. It's going to be, well, I'm not going to have it in this exact same video, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you've liked it, let me know what is your favourite part about the Grand Prix, and I will see you guys in Suzuka.